Thank you. 8:45, the first kiss. Of course, it can be the most efficient way to gauge you've got chemistry with somebody. It's also now, unfortunately, the easiest way to catch COVID-19. So as our nation does reopen and virtual dates become real ones, face-to-face, how will new couples navigate love in the time of coronavirus?
It is tough. Joining us this morning is Lisa Hutcherson. She is the Senior Directive at Selective Search. Good morning. We're so glad that you're here to weigh in on this conundrum because it's new for so many people in the dating world. I mean, I'm not, Scott and I are both married, but I can't even imagine what this must be like for single folks right now trying to figure out love.
Right. Very different. But fortunately for everybody, love is never canceled, right? It's a little bit different and it's going to change temporarily, but we're rolling with the changes and making sure that love continues and love wins in the end.
Well, give us some etiquette in a COVID-19 world, because I read an interesting article the other day about what do you do if you're on a first date and, the server comes and says, do you want to share an appetizer? Do you do that? I mean, if you're going to a movie, do you hold hands? I mean, what are some of the rules we need to be following?
Right. Well, you're getting way down the line, way ahead of how dating looks right now. It's going to be a long time before people are sitting at a movie theater, especially around here. So in the interim, people are meeting virtually, maybe a few more phone conversations and getting to know one another emotionally before they ever have to share that appetizer or hold hands in the theater. So it's baby steps, but everyone's playing along and getting to know one another through that virtual chat.
Well, how do you know when you make that next move, the kiss? Right. It's like we can't wrap ourselves in bubble wrap every day. I mean, at some point we have to begin to touch other people, hopefully.
Correct. But this is a little bit of a silver lining that people are connecting emotionally before they jump into the physical part of things, and that's really turning out to be a benefit. Kind of the old-fashioned courtship is back in play before they go out and maybe start with a walk along the river or a walk in a park, and just see how it goes and really take it step by step.
Yeah, I think that's a really interesting point to talk about, maybe the emotional connection first before a physical connection. A million years ago when I was dating, there wasn't rocket science. You went to a bar, you saw somebody you liked, you went up and you talked to them. Now everybody's, swiping left and right. Is this going to forever change dating, or because these kids are young and fearless, if I go with my wife to a restaurant, am I going to see younger people saying, the heck with it, let's just behave as we normally would?
Yeah, maybe a little bit of that when they throw in the towel. But right now, really something like Selective Search is the way to date. That is the safest, most efficient way to meet somebody, because we do all the pre-screening and we know that you're going to meet somebody who's also socially responsible. And I think that's it. If these two young people that you see, out and about or in a bar, if they both know each other well enough through that pre-dating that we're talking about, then they'll feel comfortable moving on to that second phase of a relationship. But really, having this time, people are reassessing what's important to them before they just jump in with both feet.
Wow, it's something to think about and navigating. It is a lot different than it was 2 months ago. I mean, how quickly things have just changed. All right, so if people want more information, where do they go?
They go to Selective Search. They go to our website, selectivesearch.com, or a quick phone call to 312-396-1200.
All right.
And like I said, love wins and love is not canceled. And when the world is down, love seems to be up. So we're busier than ever. And people are still meeting. Our matchmakers are getting creative, but love goes on.
We'll leave it there. Lisa Hutcherson, thanks so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.